F-boys. Why haven't y'all been struck down by fire and or brimstone? You guys don't benefit the earth. Like, what is your purpose? I just don't get why you guys are here, other than to cause girls like me to stumble in our paths to Christ. This is a much needed topic, guys. You know, like, a lot of people have talked to me about talking about F-boys because they're absolutely useless. Relevant. I think we gotta take some time to actually try and understand F-boys. Oh yeah, before we try to understand them, let me just give you a broad definition of what an F-boy is. An F-boy is a guy who is very aware of the fact that he is quite aesthetically pleasing, and he uses that to his advantage at the expense of other girls in order to take advantage of other girls and get what they want, and then drop them and end up leaving them heartbroken, sad, damaged, handicapped. Anyway, they're just bad people. Get the gist of it. If you haven't encountered one, I'm guessing you're below average in appearance, or you live under a rock. Any of the above. So let's try and put ourselves inside their way of thinking, inside their heads. If it wasn't obvious, let's break down why this is wrong. Okay, so what I'm hearing is you admitted to premeditating the possibility of hurting a girl. Then you also admit to cutting her off for reading your signals correctly. And you think that you're playing the hero role because you are saving her from heartbreak. Like, what? What? Sir, excuse me. Come on. Like, come on. What they do, it's so annoying to explain this. What they do is they take a girl, they basically like get with her, like, you know, lead them on, make them feel as if they're interested in the girl. Then they just drop them because they don't want a relationship. They just take advantage of them for sex, sexual pleasure, you know, whatever they want. But ultimately is they don't actually care about you. They're just leaving you because they're F-boys. And they can get away with it because they know there's going to be another girl who's going to be crazy about them because they're hot. What is also sad about these guys is that it's very hard to avoid them. They have a certain irresistibility about them, and also there are some that you can't detect. You might think someone is a good guy. You might want to think someone is a good guy, but they're not. They're just not. Again, I'm not saying this about all good-looking guys. Just so many of you. I know I'm Nigerian. I'm gonna say this anyway. So many Nigerian guys are F-boys. Why? Treat a girl right. Do something other than play soccer. Never in your life tell me that an F-boy is the way he is because of another girl. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. You can't control that girl who dumped you last year, or the girl that led you on for months the year before that, or the girl that swerved your ass yesterday. But you know who you can control? You can very much control yourself. What you choose to say and do to a girl is on you. You have self-control. Maybe very little. You may not know where it is, but it's there. And even if you can't find it, no one has control over you but you. A boy being an F-boy is never a girl's fault. Grow up. Take responsibility for your wrongdoing. And then these niggas have the nerve to be calling us bitches because we try and avoid them and make it very, very known to them that we're not interested. It's not my fault that I'm not drawn to your everlasting sin. My friend Mutinsa told me that there was this one guy who was interested in her, and because she didn't feel the same way, he decided to call her insecure. Like, really? Out of all words, that's what you choose. Like, what? What? Not only is that inaccurate, but what kind of word choice is that? Sir, why is your vocabulary struggling for air? Resuscitate your word bank. Purchase a dictionary. Play a game of Scrabble. Do something. Just make some sense. They'll be just coming up with all kind of excuses because you don't like them. Like, that's not my fault. I'm not your average girl. It's not my fault I'm not basic. It's not my fault I can see past your lies. I hate this saying so much, but it's relevant in this case. Real eyes realize real lies. I hate when people say that. I actually do. It's so cliche. Also, don't be calling me extra because I swerved you. That's actually been said to me before. Like extra. But sir, just know, I'd much rather be extra than insufficient because you, sir, are insufficient. It's not my fault you don't measure up. So why are you angry at me? Extend yourself and then you can think about coming up to my level. You have been denied access to my life. I used to have a huge problem with being able to resist F-boys because let's be honest, the reason they can get away with being F-boys is because they're hot AF. Fire in the mountain. They know what to say to get to you, to like break down your walls. They like have the bait and we're like the fish that's supposed to bite down on the bait and then they got us hooked. So it's like, ugh. And what I hate is when a guy is not man enough to realize that he's an F-boy. Do what you want, but man up. Man up and know yourself. Without self-awareness, you have nothing. But guys, good guys, please. One of the worst things ever is when a guy goes from being a good guy to being an F-boy because there aren't that many left. And it's like, you guys can actually do some serious damage to people. Like, girls, especially in adolescence, are very, very fragile. It's the most fragile position they'll ever be in, like emotionally. They're not ready for that kind of stuff to happen to them. Don't go out of your way just to break someone down or to use them and not even think twice about how they'll feel about something. I don't know. I don't really want to say much. I was actually looking forward to making this video, but they make me so mad. Like, Nigerian guys, what is wrong with you? And it's always like your type is the type that is predominantly F-boy. Like, that is now becoming an identity. And also, just because there are a lot of F-boys out there, girls, do not settle. Refuse to settle. Don't settle for anything less than you are. In the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, Trey Melvin, set your standards accurately. If you are a great around, all around awesome person, go for it. Go for someone who is just like you and do not settle for anything less. But if you are less, make yourself more before you start expecting more. And F-boys are not more. Be strong. We're so smart. We are brilliant. We are leaders. We can do all those things. We can avoid bad guys. Like Beyonce said, we run the world. We can control these niggas. We just gotta know how. We are actually so much stronger than them. Use your mind. Girl power. Because let's be honest, if all of us girls just didn't give F-boys the time of day, they would be out of business. Like, there is no mission for them. What do they want? They want us. They just don't really want us, but they want what we have. So if we stop making it available to them, where can you go? Where can you go? That's what I thought. If you guys know any F-boys or like thought this video was informative or thought it was useful, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hate F-boys. I really do. There's nothing good about them. Like, why am I getting angry? This is my show. But anyway, yeah, if you're like me, you have like an F-boy radar where you can literally detect them. Yeah, I don't need to do a big dramatic outro. This is my show. All right, Queen Versace's out.